TF for Faker. I do feel you feel pretty good about this because the Cassiopeia is gone, who can be a really tough matchup for Twisted Fate. The Rise is gone, who can obviously match that roaming as well. And you're able to have that sort of map-wide impact. Now, what will Chovy play into it is the question.
We have a bunch of top laners hovered, and it's going to be Renekton.
So I think what they're doing is they're putting Rumble mid and putting Renekton into Yuri.
For Saturday Showdown, game number 1. Here we go, match 6-7, game number 1. As we are getting into it, Saturday Showdown. And Chovy has...
Yeah, a lot of setup. Because I think one thing that Xin Zhao can struggle with, he's not the...
We got a TP coming in. This is going to take quite a while. As they are slowing down Ruler basically forever. He is going to flash away, but Keria has other things in mind as he flashes forward. And that's first blood already for Paze. We got a 2v2 in the T1 jungle as Chovy's getting in there. As he's overheated, but he's still going to be able to set up the play as Canyon over the wall, and Paze gonna do enough damage, but immediately he falls as Chovy really kind of unchecked in this fight, it does look like, as eventually he does get polymorphed, but again, the TF just doesn't have the damage to cut through the shields as Chovy will stand at the end.
Does end up being Gen G who found the advantage over is an Ocean. I feel like early Ocean always feels great. Oh,
we got a TF on the way as the stun is going to come in, but he does have flash.
Faker,
yeah, he is going into this one as the equalizer comes down from Chovy, and Faker will be free food for Keen. Meanwhile, Chovy looking for more, but the Ghoulie Ball
that's a great
perfect.
Wall. Yeah, no flash in Chovy, so you can't really circumvent that. Doran mitigating that play quite well, but it's so crazy that Rumble's just been better and like super high prow for the longest time. Oh, they are looking for Owner.
And Kenny kind of awkwardly gets over the wall, and he's like, well, I guess I'm going to flash away. Now the arrow comes in, and Chovy is in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have his flash just yet as the blue card comes out. And now the Impale onto 2. Kenyon just helping out there a bit as Doran now trying to help out. The Glob goes in, and now Chovy caught in the Ghoulie Wall, and they dive on a Canyon too. And I suppose I shouldn't have been too worried for T1 as they execute a great play in mid.
Yeah, great setup. And looks like he's able to get these uncontested. Yeah, the thing I was saying before is it's crazy that Rumble was just meta for the longest time, like permaban status.
Yeah.
And then they added a rune that syncs with him so well.
Here we go again. Faker trying to make a play, this time on the bot side. Just going to go for Duro, who doesn't have the cleanse. Faker tanks this one up, allows Owner to get in. As Ruler is going to flash towards Owner. But no aggro here. The equalizer does quite a bit to Owner. As now Ruler going to pick up 2, and Chovy is here. And he is going to have to back away with TPs coming in, but now Doran in a bit of a rough spot as he does flash. He is trying to just shake them off, but I think the damage is just too much, and the rest of T1 being pulled into the fight as well. Pace desperate for a kill, not going to get it, and Ruler picks up 2 more.
Massive win for Gen G there. 2K gold lead just off the back of that play, and Ruler... Yeah, you know, T1's composition very much would love to just play... especially further on. Well, it doesn't quite have cleanse.
Yeah, I mean, they're going pretty deep for this one, but he doesn't have flash, doesn't have cleanse, and with 3 members of T1, that's a big shutdown for Pace.
Look at the cleanse. It's now available. And whenever I see someone dying in a situation like that where the summoners are seconds away, I always think...
keep this wave around for him and he casts a bunch of abilities and then maybe hit some Qs?
It's more just on the item cooldown. He's still 24 stacks away. Start up the dragon.
T1 are just bursting this one down, but Canyon is in there, not able to hit the smite. As now Keen, can you deal with the crocodile? That is what we need to see as a big equalizer going to get them along the wall, and the Encore is there as well. They take down Doran. And that's going to be what Gen G get out of this fight. But T1 at least are able to pick up the dragon.
They're looking for more.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one weak turret down on the bottom side of the map. You got to be careful about diving into a TF, though. But Faker already going to take a bit of damage. Flash comes in. There's the stun. As Keen also getting ahead of himself. But that's Chovy now in the back line. Nobody to answer him. But Pace does take him down this time. Not exactly the cleanest, but they do get it done in the end. 2 more kills for Ruler on the board.
Gen G could have easily walked towards mid lane. They had the path to get over there without T1. Looks like they really have the pressure right now, and a lot of their champions spiking super hard right now.
I mean, Faker is not even up in the lane. He's just kind of near his turret, but still the Skarner power shown here by Canyon. Able to get over the wall, and it's not much that Faker can do.
Yeah, one of the big strengths of the Skarner is being able to circumvent that terrain and just end up coming from behind the Twisted Fate. He'd already used the stun card onto the Rumble. Didn't have any way of preventing Canyon from getting on go for that. A Gromp is taken. That is the trade-off value. I think Gen G happy to get a Dragon for that.
Faker going to be hit by this one, as now the harpoons come out, and the damage out of this Rumble is just disgusting. As the flash comes out, and that is an easy solo kill for Chovy in the side lane.
Yeah, and considering T1's composition, definitely feels like the one that wants to play through the sides. You just can't match up as this TF into the likes of the Rumble. That Rocket Belt allowing him to close the gap as well. Solo kill comes through.
We got a fight in live, actually, over the Raptors. Canyon is taking a huge amount of damage from Pace, even with all of those items, as now the Impale goes on to Owner, and he is isolated from the rest of the team, just taking out Keen with the flash stun, but that's only going to hit Keria, who is trying to go into the Hex Gate to get away. He's got Chovy right behind him, though, as they're just going to start up the Baron after this pick. I mean, Owner is dead, and eventually Keria also will be dead as Chovy gets another kill, and that should be Baron here for Gen G.
This was a fight started when Chovy didn't even have Equalizer. They go for the Goddess. Now they're looking to contest. This is very aggressive.
I mean, it's essentially 3v5. You don't really have an angle, and now Chovy's right here. Pace is alone. There's nobody to help him, and eventually T1 will just scatter and die as Gen G will pick up the pieces. They also got the Baron. So they get the objective, they get the bonus kills as T1 decide to try to go for the fight, which was quite confusing, and Gen G will just win off of the back of that.
Yeah, I mean, the initial...
Just feels like Gen G as a team are so far ahead that there has not been a good answer here for T1. And now at this point, I mean, 8,000 gold to lead. You've got the Baron buff here as Gen G, and it's pretty much clinical from Gen G once again. This is them back in form. This is what we expected to see right from the beginning of the season.
And one of the big things is, if you want to start a fight, it's probably going to be off the back of a Ash Arrow. Or Equalizer comes down.
Yeah, there's the chain as well! As it's able to use the Rumble to get all the way through and take them down.
I mean, that was just beautiful, you know, extending the Encore, hits the targets into the Impale from the Skarner. Gen G is playing it in phenomenal form right now, looking to end.
And they will do exactly that. Doran is like, well, I thought I was going to play the Yorick into the Rumble and have a good time. He was not able to have a good time in this game. Gen G stopped them here in game number 1.
From this last year. They will commit to this, and now what is Faker going to take? Ideally, I mean, Aurora is what you typically expect into Annie, but instead looking towards the Anivia. Anivia, I feel like, very good into Sion at disrupting him. I feel like it's so hard to teamfight on Sion well into an Anivia. It gives this composition a ton of control. The setup for the Lee Sin is not as reliable.
Here for game number 2 is ready. Let's hop onto the Rift. Here we go. Game number 2 of match 6-7. And, of course, Saturday's Showdown, very deserving of such a honor to be match number 6-7.
You in the Karma are so easy to land, but if you dodge them, the opposition can just get so much pressure in return. And Kerry's been doing a pretty good job of that. Ruler also going Cleanse.
One wall could kill Chovy here as the stun comes in, and there's the Sonic Wave. One stun into Owners, not going to stop the Lee Sin, and First Blood set up very nicely in mid lane.
Beautifully set up by Faker, not just on this wall and stun here, but also binning the flash earlier allows Owner to cast. He just left the continent.
Yeah. Trying to set up something here on a Chovy. I mean, they might be able to get his flash, but I wouldn't imagine they get much else.
Yeah, flash burnt there. Oh, Doran using the flash to try and catch him off guard. Owner might be in trouble.
Yeah, just going to face check straight into Canyon and Duro. Kick does come out as the binding not quite going to land, and Keria might have to pay for the sins of Owner.
I feel like that's so rough for Keria. You come over to help your jungler, and you just get a Wukong kicked into your face. Thanks for that one, buddy.
And now, I mean, Keen is here. He's not a brick wall yet. He's still Scion, but gonna flash into Owner, looking for the kill in the 1v3. No wall just yet. Owner getting pretty low, and I think eventually Keen will just die. As Chovy does come over, he takes a look, and he's like, yeah, you're dead. Sorry, buddy.
Keen could have just got, because Owner actually had a Sonic Wave on the red buff.
Keria's in a lot of trouble. No flash, no heal against a Wukong.
And now Pays could be in a lot of trouble as well. They even have Tibbers to tank here.
Yeah, and the Jhin ultimate. I mean, Pays, he's got double summoners. I don't think he's going to use either of them. You might as well just take it, and that is going to be Canyon picking up a third kill on the Wukong map. He's picking up objectives again, got that early Drake, the 3 grubs. Now Owner trying to make that Lee Sin work for him as he is down in the bottom lane. We got a TP coming in as Owner does go pretty deep on this one. We'll get rooted up, but we got 5 members of T1 here. 4 members of GENG, though, as they look for the kick. Just going to kick the clone to the side, and now Doran is in a rough spot. The Sonic Wave is going to land, though, as that is a kill going over to Owner. As we do have Ruler at least picking up one. Nice binding here on a Chovy as Owner goes very deep for that one, but certainly going to enjoy that as Ruler desperately trying to clear this wave. And I think eventually will just die. He gets bound up, and that is going to be the end of him. Even get the kill over to Pays.
This felt very scrappy from T1, and for a moment I really thought it was going to go pear-shaped, but they're able to clean up the play, clean up the kills, and get a pretty significant advantage on the back.
So GENG could certainly look for some kind of set play here if they find an angle. I mean, it's still a very close game at this point in time as Ruler going to walk straight into the enemy team and just die. Thought he was safe with the Karma. He absolutely was not.
Yeah, no flash available. Owner very decisive with the play. Doesn't feel the need to kick him towards his team.
Shouldn't just be like free food. Although punishing bad TPs is good. Doran is going to flash away, but the knockup eventually comes out from the Cyclone, and he will be going down. Nice little dive between the 2 members of GENG.
Yeah, Doran was still low from the earlier play and sticks around. Or not the easiest target to die, but committing the Wukong ult early.
Oh, the binding, it's going to hit. Keria just doesn't miss. His Owner goes in, and he goes out. The kill also does go over to Pace. Owner in a rough spot here, trying to get over the wall, but he's still going to die to Chovy as Keria a little bit too passionate for driving, perhaps. So now he is on the run, and you'd have to imagine that eventually he just dies.
Oh, yep, the Rocket Bell. A Chovy classic, it feels like. I mean, is there a champion who needs that? I think you have a point, but it would be crazy to see. Now, team setting up for this dragon. Canyon's already on it. And T1 are trying to push in. They don't have control initially of the area.
Keen's got a big shield, but he also has to deal with Anivia and traps and bindings and everything from T1. Like, he just doesn't get to play the game. As eventually the Timber's very nice here from Chovy, stopping that Orin as the kick kind of helping the Scion. Chovy going to take a bit of damage, but this is going to be a Drake that goes to GENG. And not much loss for it. The stun into Faker as he face checks. And now Canyon is in that backline. Pays super low, but he lives. Keen trying to get the kill on Scion. And he will be able to take out the Caitlyn. As now the Jhin ultimate rings true. And T1 on the run. The Roots is going to be denied. But they get the flash out of Doran, and GENG turn up big again.
I think there's 2 sides to this. One is you saw how miserable it looked for Keen. Just being CC'd. Like rooted in place, blocked by the wall, kicked around. All that punishment he took looked really uncomfortable, but he didn't.
Oh, a little bit of a play here on the Pays. There's the stun, there's the root, and now he's in a lot of trouble. As down he will go very naturally. Chovy just saying, well, I've got flash. And this time Pays doesn't respond flash away.
Yeah. I think wasn't able to react in time, and once the point-and-click CC is coming, there's not a ton you could do. Now they're moving on to the Baron, and they have a lot of bulk to tank this up, so pretty fine to take this slowly. T1 going to try and approach here. This is a great bowling alley for the Ornal to come through.
I mean, they're getting some vision on the objective. Looks like GENG just wants to turn, but T1 so far effectively are able to get away, but Keria not so much. And now they're on the wrong side of the fight. Keen gonna flash slow onto Doran. And the root He's going to catch Faker, and guess who's behind him? It's Canyon, who's got the angle. And it looks like Doran also not very long for this world, dealing with the rest of Gen G. Faker going to go down to the egg and eventually go down to a death here. And that is a nice turn from Gen G in the extended play, as now maybe they just go back to the Baron.
I think they can. Oda tries to get a ward down to threaten a steal, but it's going to be so difficult to approach against this composition.
Have the Caitlyn, so they have the traps, but Gen G set the ultimate one on that Baron. And this push is coming in. Owner's going to find Canyon, gets a nice kickoff as the binding will connect, but still Canyon's just so difficult to lock down. As Faker on the flank here as Anivia, I mean, he's going to do a bit of damage, but I think eventually he just kind of dies.
Toby's waiting for him.
Yeah, he does have flash, but he's like, well, I'm just dead.
Yeah.
Not the best flank teleport I've ever seen.
Flanking Anivia, not something we typically see. And Keen is just so tanky.
And they really need Faker to be there to chip away at the front line if this is turning into like a front-to-back team fight. He can't be like trying to assassinate a Jhin on an Anivia. That's an owner's job. As Gen G are sticking around for quite a long period of time as the ult comes in, going to be blocked here by Doran, who just tries to flash away. But now the Jhin ult is out, doing a bit of damage. Just going to taxi them out of the jungle.
Yeah, not able to find any more kills there, but the pressure is still mounting.
He like finishes an actualizer into...
I think if he gets Void Staff next.
Void Staff.
He wants setting a trap here though for Keen.
I mean, again, this is the Scion. We'll see if they can deal with it, as eventually he should. As there he does go. Faker going to pick up the kill streak there.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a limit to tankiness. If there's 5 members of the enemy team jumping on you, and with the Anivia as well, it's so hard to escape. They can't deal with these sideways. Oh, they're looking.
Guess who's here? As Faker does have his flash, Kenny just going to get over the wall with his own. Faker going to try to buy some time and get away from this one, as Keen himself as well trying to get away from the rest of T1. As Arud's going to come in, the kick into the trap, and eventually Keen trying to flash his way out of this one, but he will not be able to. It's a trade of Keen for Faker at the end of the day.
I think in a lot of situations, trying to pick the Scion just wouldn't work, but they managed to lock him down and approach.
And Carry ulted it, so I think they saw it started up. Either way, going to try to get Owner in position here. TP is already coming in. And might just be a flip if they don't zone them away. No, they're just going to go for the turn, as Chovy takes a ton of damage, actually, from Paze and from Faker, but some low health bars here on the side of T1. As not really able to land much with that Ornn ultimate. As in goes, oh, steals away the Baron! It might be the hero here for T1. He's able to get the objective. Paze trying to do a little bit more, as they do get Owner after the GA, as now the Jhin ult going to keep people around, but not for a very long period of time, and Duro also died. So T1 still in this game.
Great steal there from Owner. He goes down in the sacrifice, but they're able to actually get away.
I mean, Gold lead as a team here for Gen G. I feel like the pick potential of Gen G's comp has been working out really well. I feel like, especially with the mega engage cones with the Chemtech Soul, Chovy's been really utilizing that well, as there is going to be the wall into Keen. He is not enjoying himself very much anymore.
Yeah, this time T1 have control of the Dragon area. They got there first, and it's up to Gen G to try and make their way in. A wall comes down. Maybe Keen goes for the ult now.
Stun gonna hit Ruler, and Doran's doing a good job of just holding the door, as the Drake is gonna go down in favor of T1. Cannon trying to extend the play, is going to get the Lee Sin.
Look at Chovy.
Yeah, Chovy on the flank here, and Cannon's going to get away. It's a 5v4 in favor of Gen G at the moment. Root comes in on a Faker. There's the big slam. Chovy is still just waiting. Not going to go in. Doesn't have the Tibbers just yet. As now he comes in, was waiting for Canyon, trying to get on top of Pace, who is shooting those bricks, as you said. As eventually Dorn's just going to go down. T1 still on the run, as they look to try to maybe back into this situation, but not going to be easy. As Paze going to find himself face-to-face with Canyon and Chovy, and he gets the kill. Paze, the Fountain Laser, is just standing up to them, and they can't really just walk straight at Paze. He does too much damage.
The wall value so big here. T1 still trying to get away from this. Tibbers going to stop the recalls, and they go for it.
Get him, Tibbers. And actually, Tibbers is doing quite a lot. Chovy
coming out.
Eventually is going to get Keria, and there's the last shot from Ruler, as it was very fun. The escape from T1, but Yeah, Scion is really, he's just built different, as we know. Trying to get some vision. This is something that the Lux is really good at doing, actually, but not able to find Canyon. Canyon going to find himself face-to-face with his death, potentially, but Doran taking a huge amount of damage from Ruler on the top side of this fight, as Doran has to flash away. There's the binding on Akeen, and all of a sudden, yeah, he's just going to flash out, and the flash response from Ruler is beautiful, able to get away from Owner, who really wanted to set that one up. Nice kick away here on Akeen, not able to lock down the jungler of T1, and now Keen, not very long for this world, and will be taken down. Meanwhile, though, this Dragon will go the way of GenG as they pick up the Chemtech Soul.
Ult coming out from Ruler.
Able to do a bunch of damage already.
Oh!
Okay, that's a full build Jin.
They're still trying to collapse in. Faker has TP. They want these kills.
I don't think they... I mean, they're going to try. And just going to have to face check into a lot of lack of vision. I mean, there's a man advantage, yes.
The trap.
Carrion, no! Not like this. Not to just the trap. GenG, this looks eerily like the last time when T1 were running away from them.
They have Baron recalls, though, so they just really need a little bit of time out of vision to get away, but it looks like they're just able to run this one out. Oh, Chovy's looking.
Oh, here he is.
Won't find it. But now, actually, Embers have recalled. The carries are gone for T1.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Carry is like, well, I know that, yep. They're going to find Doran. I don't know if they get Owner, but
he's got spotted, though, on the minion.
Yeah.
He's mobile enough with the Mega Cone. He should be able to get out, but...
He's got a Scion ult. I mean, there's an angle for Keen if he gets into mid lane, but yeah, no, he's just going to...
T1 not synced with so hard to deal with for T1. But I think sieging without the Baron, a little bit fruitless for GenG.
Yep. The root comes down, and now Ruler, he's just gonna die! Gets caught by Faker in his own jungle. Faker's jungle, that is now the ult away here from Keen, and GenG just trying to get away. Chovy just gonna drop a bear. There's no objective for T1 to take now, but they're going to look for the push in mid.
Yeah, so much back and forth in this game, but a phenomenal pick by Faker onto the enemy AD carry, onto Ruler. Ends up giving T1 the advantage they need to push up and start taking some structures. How far can they go? It's so difficult for GenG to approach here into this Anivia, and with no AD carry, they have to buy 30 seconds.
And they're just trying to clear the wave. You can see that it's really up to Duro. Canyon going to find himself face-to-face with Owner, just has a Blasco to get away. They're still kind of 1v1ing up there, by the way. This inhibitor is going to fall. It's very late in the game. T1, 14 seconds here on Ruler. As Duro keeps hitting these big Mantra Qs. Not always the difference maker, but if you give him enough time, can certainly do that, as we have the trap set and an escape path for T1.
Okay, a lot of structures taken by T1, but they can't push into the Nexus towers. With Keen there as a blocker, they're able to clear the waves well. The junglers being without flash definitely makes it very delicate, given that they're going to be the focus, I feel, coming into this Elder fight. In most fights, the AD carry is the focus, but here, when one smite can just dictate the game, Canyon and Owner will be at the forefront. To level 20 on both these tanks, by the way.
Oh, he's just going to ult in as Chovy goes over the wall and nearly dies. Pays! Oh, he's going to flash on him, but Pays is still alive. Flashes on Chovy. Takes the down. Pays is taking names, and he's looking to win this game, but he's in the thick of it. But now Faker, he's there as well, carrying it up. As Ruler's on the left side of this fight, just doing a lot of damage as well. Canyon going to go down, but now it's all up to Ruler up against Faker, it looks like, in this fight. As Pays has fallen, and maybe Pays, you know, Pays did so much, but he also died very early on in this fight. As now T1, again, we're having this setup where they're behind enemy lines. Another binding's going to come down here. Duro just trying to keep them around, but it's not going to work out. We got a Jin and a TP. Trying to keep it in this one. As really, it's going to be up to Ruler. He's got to have good positioning. He doesn't have his summoners anymore. As TP comes in, Keen has a massive shield. I don't think that Owner and Carry alone can deal with the Scion.
If Owner dies, if he dies, it's Elder.
Yeah, we got a TP coming in. You can see that T1, they know about this as well. They're like, we got to fight for it right here, right now. Ruler not really able to get in vision.
Shield is ridiculous. The shield for the TP combined with his personal shield. Looks like the respawns are going to come in. Fake has to deal with this top wave.
Longest game of the LCK this year.
Does not surprise me. T1 GENG often delivers. We're going to reset, but it's Ruler starting up the Elder. TP coming in from Doran to disrupt, and Ona's pretty close by, but Canyon is making his way over. Elder now going to be the focus point, but so many summoners were bid in that fight. In fact, only Faker has his flash available. And we saw GA's burnt as well.
Yeah, and that's a really important flash for him to have. You see Owners down on the bottom side. Canyon maybe going to find him. Both these junglers, as you mentioned, the keys of this one, as that wall is going to deny. Faker's been so good with his walls in this game. As now the jungler's looking to collapse. Canyon's got an angle on that backline. Pays in a bit of trouble, but the kick is there. But now the Elder in position for maybe the swipe to go, and it goes to Owner again. As he's able to steal it, this guy will not be stopped. As Keen, nearly unkillable, but eventually he will fall to the Elder burn. As now the flash wall comes in. Chovy, though, looking to turn it on the Faker, but it's only the egg that he gets. And Pay's still alive. They're looking to take him down, but they will not be successful. Ruler, still alive, still has a full health bar, and still looking for more. Pay's just done 14k damage in the one fight. As T1 are looking to push mid.
They're pushing up, and we see Genji's bot lane trying to move over and respond if Carrier finds them, but he won't. Oh, it doesn't with the ultimate. If you stop those recalls, that could have just been game.
Yeah.
They're going to try and make the push happen. Pay's now full HP because of the Bloodthirster, but Ruler and Duro are there. It's long timers on the respawns.
The kick is good! And T1 will be winning game number 2. Duro goes down, and in 50 minutes, T1 come back and bring us to game number 3.
Such a marathon was that game, and but you are going to get poked a good amount by this lane in opposition. Chovy considering the Talia as an option, a pick that did get buffed slightly, and we've seen a bit more prevalence.
Talia Pantheon as
Talia
well.
Pantheon, a really strong combo, yeah, and especially for the Vi. This is not fun to play into.
For game number 3. Here we go. And of course, for match 6-7, we get a game number 3. It's just meant to be. It's written in the stars. This ward is going to...
Into Jace a good gone. They sacrifice a Nami for it. It's paying off already.
I mean, Canyon's going to go in there and just have to flash away. I guess he resets the blue, but he doesn't have a health bar, so...
Yeah, they'll rather kill him than the blue.
Yeah, the flash on in, as he will throw up a shield. It's going to help a little bit, but it's still going to be a kill. First blood given over to Pays. Just like that, is Canyon a little bit over-aggressive to try to secure his blue.
Pressure being put on here. Look at the CS difference between the 80 carries. They wanted to poke them out.
Well, that's just going to be reflected as they're really desperately trying to make something of this. Instead, it is going to be GENG that write their own fate in the death node at this point, as Ruler 1v3 is going to flash, but no tower aggro taken just yet. They're just following him around. As Pays does a little bit of damage, he's able to get out of there. Owner does have to flash, but it's still a winning play here for T1. Now 2-0-1 for Pays as well. Even
with some mishaps on the back end, still ends up being a kill. You know, Carrier had Ignite as well and Flash. Ruler just very dead.
Ruler still doesn't have Flash.
The thing is, they don't kill them, but they don't need to. They just chunk them out, force them away. This lane is unplayable, and Genji gonna look top lane.
Yeah, a little bit of a mishap, but Doran doesn't have Flash, and he's Jace, so he's still dead. Not exactly the cleanest, but they get the job done. And that's a kill over to Keen.
It's good they're getting a kill there. It's good they're able to do something despite what is going on bot lane, but I'm afraid it really doesn't make up for how bullied out your bot lane is. I mean, look at this.
They don't have a bot lane. There is no bot lane to bully because they don't exist. And there he goes. He disappears. Face does die, though. But the kill is given over to Duro, and a large amount of farm is denied.
He's still at 14 CS. I was saying before 5 minutes, Owner's moving over. They kind of expect this play. He flashes well, and Owner counters. This could be huge.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to the timing. Owner is here. A lot of damage already done to Doran, but yeah, Flash comes in. There's the stun. The knockback, though, is good from Doran. And now we got a TP coming in from Pays. As the follow-up here coming in from Owner, and Canyon is isolated and will be going down. Owner picks up that kill, and the pressure from the TP is good.
Such a good read from T1. You know, bot lane's in shambles, Canyon can't really do anything there. He's like, I'll go top. We know we can kill Doran on repeat, but he has flash available, doesn't even need it. A good buffer with a knockaway onto Canyon. And the fact that Pays is there as well to clean up, to make sure, to guarantee they win that fight. Difference.
Yeah, just zero map pressure at all. You can see that Canyon is trying to hang around the bottom side just in case. Maybe just waiting for his Gromp to spawn. Because, I mean, Pays has shown many times that he's like, okay, I'm going to clear this wave and just back away because doesn't want to pressure that turret. And actually now Pays is in the mid lane as they're looking for this play on the Chovy. Hextech Ultimatum comes down, and eventually you just die. I mean, there's nobody there to save him. Duro also in this one as Owner takes him down. And even the flash burn from Duro doesn't help him at all. T1 just totally controlling everything in this game.
Playing around the setup from this Vi Camille, the decisiveness these picks have.
Even he is going to have to flash away. We do have a wall coming down. Ruler also able to get out. Owner forced to flash away himself as this TP comes in from Keen Sante. Going to get on top of Pays. But there's really not much follow-up. I think for Gen G, at least they don't die. That's kind of all they can be happy about at this point.
Yeah, no ults from Owner and Carrier make that a trickier one to start off, but Canyon, at this HP, going into the Herald pit, very risky. And we can see, Doran's looking...
The Herald does damage.
Look at Doran, he's trying to find poke from the top side. If he hits Canyon with a Shock Blast, he might just die.
He might just die right here. Like, Canyon needs to be so careful as Shock Blast is going to hit him. And Canyon, yeah, he just dies. Gen G desperate to try to set something up on this objective, and they will be punished heavily for it. T1 immediately call the bluff. Ascaria is in that backline trying to take out Ruler. At least Chovy's able to peel for that, but
we'll let them get away.
Not for long as Doran knocks it down. And T1, they're looking for Chovy here as well. Chovy doesn't have flash. Used it to get that kill earlier as in goes Owner. He's got a shield.
And he gets out.
In and he gets out.
Beautifully played there by Owner. The angle from Doran. Not much you can do. Oh, they're going in again.
Yeah, looking for a play here on a Canyon. Duro desperately trying to just peel, and he doesn't exist, as I've said many times in this game. And now still trying to fight her Gen G. Trying to fight behind this Cassante, but Ingo's Carrier again sets it up. And they just keep baiting Gen G into this fight. We got a TP in from Chovy. He's going to be going down here as well. It is a landslide victory so far for T1.
They are absolutely crushing them. 17-3 at 17 minutes. T1 alone have a kill a minute at this point of the game. And with how close Game 2 was, an absolute slugfest that took everything from both teams to get to the end of it. Keeps hitting Shock Blast onto Ruler, and it's definitely not helping Gen G.
All right, gonna force the flash out of Doran. That is something, I suppose.
Okay, T1 focusing their attentions around mid, and that's given a window in. Gen G.
And they're just going to try to flash in and burst down one target. They do take out Pays, actually. Ruler getting pretty low, but he will survive for now. Carrier, though, going to make quick work of him. And eventually it's only Chovy as the carry who's left over. And Gen G, I think they sent it about as well as they possibly could have. But at the end of the day, T1 will continue with the dominance, and they will pick up this Ocean Soul.
Even with this Giga-fed 7 kills Mel, getting one shot at the start.
Takeover games. I mean, the bot lane is so important in this meta, and if you're just able to pull out Mel Camille, like, that's unbannable. They banned Callista Ziggs. That makes a lot more sense. Now, Carrier is going to just die, and now they're looking for Faker. I mean, this is swiftly becoming something. Faker getting pretty low as now Duro is zoning away Pays. That's all he can hope for, and immediately down goes Owner. And all of a sudden, I mean, that's a big Mel ultimate, though. A lot of damage still coming out from Pays, who is able to dodge the Cassante. T1 still fighting this one. As now Pays is going to mean the ace, and Gen G are right back in the game.
Just when it feels the game is done. A 10,000 gold lead, Dragon Soul as well. We see Gen G find the miracle fight. They just have that full Zhonya's now for a bit of defense, and Gen G moving in to clear out some vision. Another factor is there's a lot of poke from T1. With the Jace, with the Mel, they can get that down early, can make a big difference. I like how Ona was walking there, was like, maybe I find someone, but it's the,
They're going to go in for a pick here. I mean, Canyon just isolated, and he will be taken down. Duro, though, wants to continue the fight. Not much follow-up there for the side of Gen G, but Keen, pretty gigantic, and now Faker looking to flash over the wall. Might just have the damage. Ruler is isolated, and they do take him down this time around. Keen still uncontrolled, but it's only Keen, as he will flash on in to try to save Toby, and he will be able to. And all of a sudden, okay, Keen is going to go down. It was looking like maybe we had something brewing here for Gen G, but it's still T1 to win the fight, take the ace, 1,500 kills for Owner, and that's a good fight to get it on.
And what a game, honestly, to get it on. Owner has been instrumental for T1 in this one, and honestly, last game, getting like the secure on the Elder Dragon. They will be able to dispatch Gen G. The second that goes by for Gen G means time where they're not overlapping the buffs. And that's a good thing, because Baron and Elder together means you can't clear the waves and you can't fight them.
Yeah.
But as soon as it's only one of them, if it's just Elder, you clear the waves. If it's just Baron, you fight them. And they are going to pick it up now. They are going to have about a minute, but the waves have been pushed out by Gen G to buy them as much time
something here on the side of Gen G. The question is really, where is it going to be? It looks like T1 main siege is up on the top side of the map.
Okay, 20 seconds, last wave. If you have to give up the tower, then do it.
Yeah. There's the wall. I mean, that's a little bit lackluster. Doesn't really do anything, and now Chovy's out of position. Straight on the Miasma. Does go golden, but that just means that the Casante's dead, and so is Chovy. Ruler gonna get ulted as Duro's trying to peel, but the Elder is too strong, and so are T1. Right? Guys? Okay, Ruler is going to get the kill, but we still have Elder.
Wait, it's
Elder's
2v2.
down.
Elder's down.
But they have Baron, so they've got a big wave. This is the two carries of T1 that aren't quite strong at this point in time. Canyon. Oh, that's
the
going to be a reflect on the missile. Not able to get the root here on the Ruler, but I think eventually in the extended fight, no, he's going to miss the poison.
If he gets some health back, Duro's up in 10. It might be an open Nexus, but they might be able to defend the base.
This is so silly. How are T1 not able to end this game here? Miasma comes in, Canyon maybe a little bit too far forward, but he's able to frontline. Pays though, gets on in there and shuts it down and says, no, the game is over, guys. Enough. I've had enough of this, says Pays. I will win the game for my team, and not the first time either. T1, they take Saturday Showdown in a